Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew Shorts. Today, I will be reading from the rSlash RaisedByNarcissists subreddit, so let's jump into it. My parents convinced my golden child sister to buy a huge overpriced house that she can't afford. Now, they're wanting me to buy it from her. Long and crazy story short-ish. About a year ago, my sister got a new, high-paying job and immediately decided to buy a house. She ended up buying a huge, really expensive house way out of town. It's basically a small mansion. I politely suggested that it seemed overpriced, even for how nice it is. I wondered how the heck she could afford it, even with her new job, and I'm pretty sure she had no savings. I also politely asked if it was a good idea to maybe wait until she's more settled into the job to buy a place, since what if the job ends up not working out? Shockingly, no one cared what I thought. Fast forward to now, I graduated and got a real job, and I'm shopping for a place for myself. I'm single, so I'm looking for something small, maybe a one-bedroom condo or a small townhouse that's in a good location. Also, my sister lost her job and can't afford her house. To my parents, the solution is obvious. I should just buy my sister's house. They want me to buy it for what she overpaid for it a year ago. Yeah, no. They kept bringing it up and telling me how great it was, and I kept politely saying no, but eventually I asked, why the heck would I live in a huge house in the middle of nowhere? Also, it's way overpriced at that price. They all got mad about it and started insisting, no, it's a really good deal. I could possibly just turn around and sell it for a profit right away. Of course, I replied, so why doesn't my sister just sell it for a big profit then? And they don't have an answer. They deny it, but I am 99% sure they are somehow financially entangled with the house and are regretting their choice and trying to get out of it. But, lol, there's no way I'm going anywhere near that purchase. I agreed with this comment. Tell your parents to sell their house and move in with Golden Child. To which OP says, I think they're actually a lot more worried about her and her two kids moving back in with them if and when her house is foreclosed on. Edit. Actually, since her house is bigger and nicer than theirs, I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being exactly what happens. Oh boy, OP. Run, and don't look back. But in all honesty, I'm glad OP is smart enough to not be manipulated into terrible financial advice. One thing I've learned about narcissists is that they think they give the best advice, and that advice usually benefits only them. Also, they always think they're right about everything, and even when you do give them solid advice, they twist your words to be whatever they want that corresponds with whatever they want to do, or they just disregard your logic altogether. So, you go OP, you're doing the right thing by insisting that no, you don't need a damn tiny mansion. My mom just asked me, 26-year-old female, to transfer $10,000 to my brother so he can buy a house. So, I signed a lease that my mom doesn't know about that starts July 1st because I am finally leaving my narc family. I have two other roommates, one of whom is a good friend of mine. I have a good amount of savings, but if I lend the $10,000 my parents are asking of me, I'll be left with half. I worked hard for my money. I'm currently working at an elementary school as a substitute teacher, and it's tough. My brother is a good-for-nothing. Rather, he has never had to struggle. He just works at my dad's convenience store and has done nothing with his Bachelor's of Arts degree since he graduated. He frequently bullies me and disrespects me. He and my mom set me up with a guy who ended up traumatizing me. My dad and mom also increased his salary to $36 an hour from $18 an hour, cutting their own profits so he can have a better life and most likely give him the store to take over. Meanwhile, I'm a student who graduates in 6 months and I'm hustling for myself. I'll be a high school ESL teacher. My mom bought me and my bro condos as well. Her properties have gone up in value, and I don't want her condo because there are strings attached, like finding a man that she approves of the same ethnicity as me. Now, she wants to buy a house for him, so he can have one to rent and another to live in. By the way, I told my dad that I was moving a month ago, and he rats me out to my mom, and they think they convinced me to stay, and said if I left, I would be disowned. They don't know that I already signed a lease. I'm so confused as to why OP's parents need $10,000 from her when they have all of these properties. Like, why can't they just sell one of the condos for a down payment? It makes no sense to me, which is why I think there's definitely ulterior motives. OP's parents know that she's trying to leave, so this is their one last attempt to see if they can control her. Also, if your parents have a very obvious favorite child, which is OP's brother in this case, that they constantly ask things from you so that it can go to them, that's a pretty obvious red flag that they're just using you and don't really care about you at all. So I advise that OP leaves, doesn't give any of them her new address. You really don't need people like that in your life, family or not. But anyways, that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed those 2 Raised by Narcissists stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!